spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game. They emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 60 yards. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields this way up at the set. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And he spins free. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
70 Ranger.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost them 6 points. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll drop to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He will find Diggs. Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills take a 3-touchdown lead. Again, and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 44 yards. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it is 28-0. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. I cannot imagine a more perfect half of football for one side, CD, and a more disastrous half of football for another side. But if you focus on the positive half, where this pick 6, you look at where that lead is at, and to think that we are only in the second quarter. My goodness.
I love the expression. My goodness, indeed. Pretty obvious. It's a free fall out there. Everybody gets a chance to make a play. And if you're on the field, you've got a great chance of being the next guy that your teammates are celebrating.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Minute to play in half number 1. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Calvin Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go? And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Hurts with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals set to take over. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But, oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Hurts eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Oh, they'll let the tight end Ingram run with it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jalen Hurts scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Bills use the short field to get in for 6. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first. And he loses the football the second time. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take a blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Bills. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
So it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
Up to midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, but 10 yards inside of enemy territory at the 40. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Hurts throw into the hands of McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And they'll try to squeeze in 1 more play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. $51 yards rushing for him now to this point. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.